Somehow we're back here. Hey, oh. Where's Lou? Lou? What the fuck? Oh, he was crying. Okay, tell me Lou's back. Tell me Lou's okay.
Lou?
Oh, thank God. That was gonna be the same nightmare over and over again.
Lou?
How's little Lou doing?
Listen, I don't like how close you're getting with my kid.
No response.
Well, look at that. That child's taking a shine to me.
Have you deleted his memory, or sorry, removed his memory
You two
and
were
then...
out cold, so I had you brought here. You were right. Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world.
What did you do to Lou?
I put your cargo and gear in your private box.
He gave you the middle finger earlier.
Slept
Why
for
is...
a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead.
Listen.
I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy. Sam, I owe you an apology.
For stealing my baby?
Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it. I should have pieced it together sooner.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I found some records from 10 years ago.
If it tells me that the pregnant lady,
Sudden,
Amelie...
in the middle of a town. Young woman in the prime of her life. Nobody knew until it was too late. Void out. Her husband, who was a member of Bridges, had dooms. He tried, but he couldn't get to her in time.
So that wasn't Amelie in the picture,
The whole
okay.
town was wiped off the map, leaving nothing but a big crater and him. Because he was a repatriate. People wanted answers. Did the man hide his wife's body on purpose? The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people did. And pretty soon, they were blaming Bridges too. The man felt responsible, so he left.
I love how you're talking and
And his
like
wife,
that
who
person.
died, her name was Lucy. She'd been pregnant for a woman. They were going to name their son Lou.
Didn't happen.
But it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Calm down, Sam.
So that was Lucy. I
Take
thought
a
it was
seat.
Amelie, so I was concerned when it said she was pregnant, and it was implying that he was the father, and their brother and sister. You get what I was
told
going
you
with.
before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers. Do you want to know the real reason why?
Because you're a necrophiliac?
Because the story you've heard is one I made up. The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster.
Didn't I make that joke?
Artificial. Grown from pluripotent stem cells.
So you're not, you don't have a
And
mom.
when that vital spark
Or
didn't
dad.
manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead. I never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No ka, a dead man.
Oh. I get the name now.
But I have no such connections. No mother, no afterlife, no beach. You see now why I'm so obsessed with it all? Why I joined Bridges? The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it. Because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before. Connected to someone, anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much.
Wasn't anything to walk away from. It's not like I was ever welcome there.
Come on, even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it. It's an old dog tag, U.S. issue. Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see.
So that was his name.
I looked
Sweet.
him up in our database. Found a match. He was U.S. Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
That's him.
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield. Time for a shower, I'd say.
Okay.
Oh, I won't be joining you this time.
Thank
the
you.
Die Hardman issue is no longer a concern.
No?
I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
How? Okay. Guess my questions will not be answered. I'm gonna check on Lou. Hi, Lou. Do you recognize me yet? Oh, good, good, good. Unless it's this nightmare again. I think it's the nightmare. Yeah, it's the nightmare. Fuck. Lou, stop! Lou, no! Can I check on him again? Okay. Now do you recognize me? Good. Good, good, good. Good. He seems to be better. He wasn't reacting to Sam earlier, and that was upsetting me. Oh, and he was obsessed with Dead Man. Alright, let's take this shower we need. Oh. You are covered in the chiral.
Sam, do you copy?
Oh, hi, Heartman.
As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield. If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach.
Yes, that's what Dead Man said.
To explain a little, our bodies, our ha, all occupy the same world.
Yeah.
But our souls, our ka, have beaches all their own.
Makes sense.
These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and
Sam's like, can I just shower in
As a
peace?
result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings of resentment and despair. Beaches are more easily and frequently entangled. On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II.
So we went from World War I to World War II.
Strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger, played no part in that conflict.
Really?
I can't explain it, but if you can connect me to the chiral network, who knows what we might discover.
Yeah, okay.
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request.
Why couldn't you have just waited?
When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
Yeah, whatever, I'm going. What, you want to look at BB? You interested in BB? Is there something with Lou? What's going on with Lou? Nothing?
Bo.
Okay. We just wanted to give him a little check-in. Alright. Then let's get going. Ooh, a new memory. This is something we haven't done in a while. Nice bonding experience. Clifford.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John. Is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. I don't want to repeat of last year.
Good friend.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were perfect.
Wait. Was that Die Hardman? I'm not saying that it was because he was blurry and he looked a little like less buff than Die Hardman, but also who knows how long ago. And he was showing his face.
Sam,
Well, maybe
the
not.
west side of that region is
Maybe it's
covered
just his
by a
coat.
massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination. Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close.
So close.
And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive.
That's where I'm going now?
We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie.
Where?
Hartman will help you get it done.
Oh, Hartman's lab is okay, good. The Heart Lake. That makes sense now.
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things.
I can do that.
First, the dog tags you took from that soldier.
But they're mine.
Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them.
Okay.
Second, Mama's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why.
Maybe because she
Closer
died.
study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding. Suffice it to say, 1 minute remaining. I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
1 minute remaining until what? Hi, Lochner.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingen's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Bye, ladies. I'm pretty sure there's 2 of you in one body. I'm not entirely sure.
Stands a shadow of a man shaped just like me. My curiosity keeps me confused. But still I stand here on my own, with nothing left to lose.
Hartman has stairs.
The rain I don't accept washes away my sins. Simply troubled my walk home and my spirit. Because I never said no or put up a fight. And I'm emotionally impaired.
to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
Where's Hartman? Hartman, what you doing? Nice.
Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver. Good work.
Okay. Oh. Hartman. Time until resuscitation. Was being resuscitated. What the fuck? You're not gonna do that to Mama, are you? Because that's a little disrespectful. Who's resuscitating? Does this have to do with the box that's on Hartman's chest? Is it like a life support thing? Did he die? Got a nice digs here. Music a little depressing though. Turn the music off, Sam. No, you're not gonna be that disrespectful. Fair enough. Oh, I like the cushioned floor. If you get tired, you just lay down and pass right out. So I had a daughter and a wife. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Cardiac arrest is 1.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
What's that about? Episode 8, Heartman.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down.
21 minutes until he
Glad you
dies
could make
again?
it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Oh,
What are you?
please, lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
What? Is he
You know,
weak?
your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return.
Is there a reason? Or is
60
it just
deaths and 60 resurrections per day.
per day?
60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family.
Oh.
This is how I live. This is my life.
Okay, but they're dead, honey.
So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549.
Wow. At least the music stopped. That was giving me mad
I
depressing
see myself
vibes.
in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case.
Okay, do
I
you?
have pictures. Care to see Heartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to
Hi,
terms
honey.
with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them. Day after day after day.
All so you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying. Spending eternity alone. Which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
So you're gonna find them and then you're gonna stay dead. Wow.
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman.
What's your real
I'm
name?
glad we could have this conversation.
I learned nothing really. Needs to have like
A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition.
where'd her skin go? They couldn't have put like a hospital
It's as
gown or
if she
something on
was
her.
still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
Hi, Millingen.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring?
Oh, I have it in my pocket, like you told me.
Found it.
Oh, never mind. It's in that pocket.
Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears
this is
to be an
Heartman.
umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether.
I thought you asked me to bring the dog tags, not a freaking umbilical cord.
And this was Mama's?
No, this is what I cut off.
Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Oh shit, I haven't even paid any
I
attention to that.
apologize if our conversation gets cut short.
This has been a 20-minute conversation already. It did not feel like 20 minutes.
I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule.
You just have
But I'm the
BTs
exception.
frozen.
My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions. I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I don't know how I feel about
The
you
battlefields.
looking for a reason to kill yourself.
The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach.
If the
a
beach is
collective
okay,
purgatory for an army of the damned.
if the beach is only a hallway, how do you know your wife and daughter are still there?
Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
A game theory.
Pulling the strings. Pulling all their strings.
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Jeez. He's on a constant timer. Wow. Huh. My mama. If Sam had like comments about this would be cool, but I'm not really seeing much. So he has the same music on loop constantly. Am I missing anything? I don't like this. I think I got everything. Oh, there. Haha. I was missing that. Maybe. Something else? Anything else? Anything on the floor? I don't like this music.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
So his whole life is just an infinite loop of 21 minutes alive, 3 minutes dead. 21 minutes alive, 3 minutes dead.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Can't.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either.
Yeah, you're looking for your wife and child. That'd be kind of beside the point.
Do you read, Sam? Listen to music.
I
Watch
do.
films?
Yes.
You know, I keep busy.
Oh, I bet there's a lot of
have
references there.
collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short
Evil
films,
Raw.
and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly,
The 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
What? Everyone's
I know the
already
feeling.
dead.
Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me.
It's not a buddy-buddy thing. Oh, I'm liking that they're doing the thumbs up thing again.
I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city.
I was in the hospital giving birth. Then the terrorist attack.
That I was going to pull through.
The terrorist attack,
My
right?
wife took my daughter
No.
back to the house to collect some things for me.
Tell me the terrorist attack.
And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst. But the shockwave knocked out the power. And my life support. I woke up on the beach.
Glad they don't look like that to Sam. That's a little more terrifying. Everyone just making their way to the afterlife. There's an astronaut there. That's weird.
The people who died in the 2 void outs were there. What happened? What's going on?
Why is everyone else so, like, zombie-like and he's not? Oh, they're bringing him back, aren't they? Oh, there's his wife and daughter.
My wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me!
He doesn't want to be brought back.
Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me!
They're probably already on the other side, Heartman.
Please, don't go!
They're not on the beach anymore, probably.
The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Heartman.
Love how every character has a I'm facing away, I'm going to turn around with tears running down my face.
The beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while. And when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam?
Yeah, but Lucy's face is kind of destroyed by timefall.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a Prepper-owned station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network.
Okay.
Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period. When the dinosaurs died out. the assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute.
That's not a good idea.
Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie.
You got it.
Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Oh, that's why he's got the cushiony floor. That's clever.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Not nice to just kind of leave while he's out. Oh, that was very nice of you, Sam. Oh. Yeah, boy. Harmon didn't like that. That was music's out of time. Okay, we got them back.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal. Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Amelie's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edgenot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here.
Okay.
Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station. A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig.
Yeah.
Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Sure.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was?
No.
A fossil beach.
Dinosaur
If
beach?
that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery.
We're gonna see dinosaurs on the
Therefore,
beach?
Sam,
It is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
I'd be halfway there. Shut up.
One more thing, Sam.
Oh, of course there
This
is.
run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb.
Yeah, I noticed.
Bridges' paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it.
Oh, and then it's fine.
Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open.
Great.
Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives. But in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what.
You got it.
Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
Well, I want that.
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter
You told me
bomb,
like 2 seconds ago.
especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
Okay.
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created changed his life forever.
Yeah, and you
Not
were such a
only did he lose his
freaking
family,
eavesdropper.
He very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell.
It's because I left when you were dead.
Out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death, extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently.
Great.
Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
So those weren't real. I thought you like froze them. Okay. What's happening?
Delivering cargo. Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time. But then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you Doom sufferers see. That end of days stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. The possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we got it before the suicidal stage. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you. Oh, yes. Right then. If you'd do the honors. And just like that, I'm part of the UCA. with access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now. Assuming I can prove once for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone.
Yeah.
Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years?
That is pretty incredible.
Evidence of an ancient death stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes caused frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotaculite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of Chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Fuck.
appreciate it, friend. Thanks to you, we can finally move ahead with the dig. I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated. Not that I need to tell you. You did it after all, though I can't for the life of me imagine how. You can set up the chiral network while I work.
Oh, that's awesome. Not great though, because I haven't needed one yet, but it's good to have.
Anyway, as it turns out, Sam Bridges, I have a favor to ask.
And I have
Porter was on his way here with something very valuable, but dropped it en route. It's a 200-million-year-old ammonite, which looks, he says, almost as if it were still alive. He apparently stumbled across it in a boulder field which had previously been hidden beneath a glacier, but that's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord. An umbilical cord. Color me skeptical, but the specimen merits study, and I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur.
Fair.
So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and bring it here to me. Naturally, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity. Which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does a dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment. Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord. The cargo was supposedly lost in the area to the southwest, where toxic gases have a tendency to build up.
Which is why I need the mask.
Mr. Reliable claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment. But you could track it down. To protect you against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen mask.
Thank you.
Just to be safe. You can pick it up when you accept the order.
That fossil could represent an epical discovery. While there are examples of viviparous fish, an ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end Triassic extinction. Another one of the big five. Could the umbilical cord be connected to the beach? We must recover that cargo at all costs.
Oh, of course we must.
It could provide a vital clue to the mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close.
So close.
So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon. Hurry, Sam. We cannot risk that ammonite being lost.
Okay.
An oxygen mask, huh? Good idea. It'll filtrate the air and keep you breathing normally. In addition to protecting you from toxic gases, it'll also help to reduce fatigue from strenuous activity, making it easier to keep your balance.
Cool.
If it didn't have a limited battery life, I'd tell you to keep it on the whole time. But it does, so don't.
Okay. Yeah, I know, I'm going. Fuck. No. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Wait, I can use this. Fuck, 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 fuck. How do I fucking know which one? Nope, this is empty. Okay, I'm gonna die. Stop. Get out. Oh my god, you're a fucking piece of shit and I hate you. I'm slowly dying. And I don't know how to leave. Oh, there's a ladder. Get out. Oh my god, Sam, go faster. Sam, go faster. Sam. Sam. Sam, I hate you. Sam. Grab the ladder. Grab the ladder. Get up the fucking ladder. Climb. No, not over the fucking ladder. Get up it. Oh my god, this isn't even a way out. Why would you put a fucking ladder here? You know what? I give up. I give up. I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna restart. I don't. Fuck, I can't. I'm gonna fucking die. He's going unconscious. I had a chance and I wasted it on that fucking ladder. And baby won't shut the fuck up. Lou, shut up. Just go. Just go. Let's see if you can run out. Go. Fucking don't fall over. Just go, 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 go. Fucking if you fall over. Get out. Get out. Why is there a fucking... Why can't I just get out? Go. Oh. Holy fuck. Fuck everything. I hated that. I hated that. I hated that. Get fucking... I hate you, Sam. In this exact fucking moment, I hate everything about you. Because you're an idiot and I hate you. Norman Reedus, great guy. Sam Strand, I fucking hate him.
You found it. Let me see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily, even. Thanks for bringing in that lost shipment, Sam. And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Heartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
Sure.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter, and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.